I haven't looked.
Hime.
Mm-hmm.
Hime.
Yes.
Uh, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
My dudes.
as soon as you wake up, send me a message to upload the ones that I haven't uploaded yet.
Oh
Fuck off,
man,
dude.
will do.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I had to do it.
On Wednesday, okay.
Robert here being the real one.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It's not even Wednesday.
It's a
Wait,
beautiful
is it?
Monday.
Hump Day Monday. Wait, what?
Okay. So just for positioning sake, Miriam stepped away furthest from the group to rest against the tree. Koshka kind of collapsed between the Cyrus and Miriam. Theo was by Cyrus, correct? Yuna was also by Cyrus.
What wasn't Theo like cuddling Cyrus's face?
Yeah.
No, she at the end there, she got behind Yuna to like give her energy
Oh, right.
with quotations. Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's
Give me
right.
your energy.
Here, your plan, right?
Burn the energy straight through her back.
That's how that works. And then we have Kalia. Where were you?
I was just sitting in front of Cyrus with one of the weird water tendrils still
Oh, yeah, that's right.
wrapped around him, reading 50 Shades of Greyhawk. Still waiting on that. Chapter 1 synopsis.
Give me that synopsis.
Give me that chapter 1 synopsis, baby.
They found themselves, I don't know, in each other's eyes there.
Alright,
Hot.
chapter 1 synopsis. Let's go.
Kind of hot, not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, let me go close my door. I'm gonna get into. Hold on.
Sure, this is gonna be your Pulitzer like worthy book.
Oh my gosh. He made your thingy's being staticky again.
Oh, sorry. Is it good now?
No worries. It's good now. It's good now.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. So who wants to start things off? Cyrus is just passed out asleep on the floor.
I'm not gonna ask that question. Don't worry about me.
Honestly, I think
Do it.
is it okay if I start because
don't
of how
ask,
it
do it.
ended up last session?
Seize the moment. Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're the only person that actually has anything relevant to do. Everyone else is just relaxing and or reading smut.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, the last moment I remember is Yuna, after she successfully purified and then healed Cyrus, she started to remove her hands, but then when she looked down on them, she saw, I think, what was it? Blackness?
You
Thorn?
saw these black crack-like patterns from your, like the tips of your fingers coming up to your, like right past your elbows.
Okay. So the more she sees them, she goes into like a tense panic as she stares down at her arms. Are they still there? Like, are they just there?
They look like it's like receding, but then pulses back, and then it's almost like breathing, like how it just kind of goes and then falls.
Okay. She quickly like
really quick. Sorry.
Yeah,
It
sorry.
doesn't increase anymore. Like it doesn't go past further up your arms anymore, but it doesn't go down any less. So it like essentially keeps like that same pace.
Okay. She just goes into a little like, and then she like quickly starts like pulling at her sleeves, her long sleeves, to like cover her hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theo, what is your passive perception?
It is, I believe it's 13. Let me check. My
Nine
passive
gang.
perception
Hell yeah.
is it is it's 15. Yeah. 15.
15. Okay. Kalia, what is yours?
That should be a perception, correct?
Yeah,
610.
16. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, 16.
I'm gonna say you both do notice, not exactly, because like you're both doing your own thing. So I'm gonna say you guys,
Sort of. Give
aren't you
energy
like?
to Yuna.
Oh yeah, no, you. That's right. Sorry, you were giving energy to Yuna. I forget you're not by Cyrus's face anymore. Um, you notice, like Kalia, you hear Yuna kind of like gasp, and Fio, you notice, like her sudden tense, because your hands are on her back and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice like she gets tense and like a little bit frantic, like physically. So that might catch your attention or not.
Yeah, she'll like poke out her head out to try to get a look at her face.
Did I manage to wear my sleeves long enough to cover my hands? So she's trying to like fold them in, so like like they have me like that long sweater type of thing.
I understand the sleeves, but what do you mean fold them in?
Like you know how like it goes past the fingertip and then like it folds inward to her fingers so she can hold it.
Oh, fold it like okay.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say it reaches down to like your knuckles, but
Okay.
if you were to kind of like retract your shoulders a bit and like hold, like it's gonna be a very snug fit.
Okay. Okay.
If
Gotcha.
you
Gotcha.
like, do you want to do the thing you're saying?
Let's say she's doing that, but then like she kind of like I guess, well, starts folding her hands into like as if crossing her arms, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and hides them like it goes like that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and then I guess Fio, you saw her face. You saw her like in a panic until you saw her like do that movement, and then she kind of like takes another breath before she sees you looking, and she goes, "Yes, yes, Fio."
She like has this like worried kind of like look, like what's wrong?
Okay. She kind of like looks and then she shakes her head a bit as she like gets herself up, and then she goes, "Theo, can you watch Cyrus for a bit? I need to do something."
She nods.
She gives her a smile, like a somewhat nervous smile, and then she goes, "Thank you. I'm counting on you, all right?" And then she starts slowly like making her way to the trees, like a pet trees.
Action like past Cyrus, so you're gonna
Yeah,
go
she's
Okay.
gonna pass
away from the group.
away from the group. Yeah.
And she's
Okay.
gonna lay her head on Cyrus's belly or back, booty,
Back?
belly.
Yeah, you do that. You find a spot like between his wings and get comfortable and just kind of lie there on his back. You can feel yourself rising a bit and falling a bit as he's.
If I do remember, one of my watery tendrils should be wrapped around him still.
Where is it wrapped around him?
Definitely still around his wings. I don't think that I have his. I'd say that around his like sort of waist at the same time, trying to wrap around his back to get his wings as well. His arms are free and his legs are free.
Okay, so Kimi, there is a water tendril like essentially the middle of his back.
Oh.
You want to
Oh.
just kind of like go a little up? Yeah, I know. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go away from and like
kind of like his like back area.
you know, just like
Growl at it. You do hear a growl coming from what you believe is Fio, Kalia.
I peek up from my book and look over to the young phoenix.
He's staring at the tendril, just like glaring at it.
It's not gonna hurt you, Theo.
She's going to like just look towards Kalia. Her eyes is gonna just light up just a little bit. Like they start to illuminate just a little bit.
You do that.
I'm not sure if she would understand that she's mad at you. You're mad at her.
You can roll insight.
I mean, like I can.
Too engrossed in the book.
Well, just stay safe, Theo. Don't know if he might do anything, okay? As I go back to reading my book.
Do that.
I assume I see Yuna, like, get up and leave, right?
It's not like
Describe.
she's
Can you?
right?
No, you. At least not that from what I've been told, she did not sneak out.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
say you
consider
do
to
notice.
Yeah.
You notice
Even-
the collapsed displacer beast kind of like resting in front of you, and then even further past that, you see Cyrus, Yuna, Theo, and the rest of the group. But you do notice a figure like get up, and a rather bright figure that isn't 2 feet tall.
Okay.
Get up
You,
and
like,
go.
mentioned everybody
Oh, so
except
like
Atra,
everybody
except for us.
except for Chiru?
Oh god.
Bitches.
Okay. My brow's gonna kind of crease a little bit, and I'm gonna stand up from the base of the tree I'm at, and I'm just gonna take a wide berth of everyone else, and just kind of lightly traipse in the general direction Yuna went in.
Okay.
While that's happening, do I notice a change in Yuna's scent?
Roll me an Arcana.
Oof.
Good luck.
Hey!
Oh!
You feel like a sudden. I'm gonna say yes. You feel a rather strange shift happen. You've sensed it's. How do I put this? It was in the same spot, and then like how would I describe this? You know what? You rolled an 18. Yes, you notice this in Yuna now. Koshka. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that was what I gave the character sheet, the name for the character sheet for the
Cause you're
Displacer Beast
fucking.
form.
I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you. You were the chosen one. Okay, I'll stop.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, stop! You trigger me.
I'm gonna get up and cautiously follow behind Miriam, but at like I'd
you
say 15-foot
sneaking?
distance.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to be sneaky cat? Roll me stealth, and Miriam, roll me perception.
Fucking hell!
I was gonna
Fuck
say, let's
you.
be honest, I can't see, but there's a
Okay.
chance where
I'm-
there's a
I'm
will,
gonna-
there's a way.
I'm gonna trip so bad I'm gonna roll
Another
into
nat,
you.
What? Another nat. Oh!
Oh my
Ah!
god! Oh my god!
-1, baby.
The 2-1. The 2-1.
She got a natural 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm waiting for someone to roll like a 3, and then a 4, and then 5. We're going up to 20, right?
Everyone roll. Okay, no.
So I assume I don't notice.
I'm trying to think because that's a natural 1. So regardless of what they rolled, what they have on top of that,
It's up to you.
that's
You could be a nice DM and just say, no, nat
I
ones
know.
don't exist.
No,
You
last
can
time.
you can run rules as written and say that nat ones don't exist for skill checks.
I like not because okay.
I like it too, but
I like
Yeah.
that one's being a complete disaster. It's a critical
Yeah.
failure.
Last time this happened, where I think Miriam rolled a 2 and I think someone else rolled a 1, and then was basically higher than the 2. No, it was
Yeah.
in Vasker. Never mind, it was in Vasker. I basically failed, and
Yep.
yeah,
Even though I still rolled less.
yeah, you got a 2, and I think I had a 9 or something.
But that's so close to a 1, and okay.
It's
I
a
have
3. It's a 3.
It's a 2.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
3 minus 1.
which equals 2.
I
But it's
just
not a nat.
Yeah,
I just
really
imagine
really hard for
Koshka.
you.
I
So
just
hold on,
imagine.
wait. I actually had something in mind,
Okay.
Okay.
which you can say yours afterwards. Koshke, you kind of start sneaking your way towards Miriam. I'm trying to be quiet, and you wanna you Miriam kind of goes ahead, and you want to follow, so you start kind of you what is it called? Not trot, but you speed up for a second just to kind of catch up to that 15 feet pace you want to keep in
That's
between.
a trot. Yeah.
And then you don't realize that you accidentally kick a sharp rock, and it's one of those things where you like take it on like like your foot takes it on face first, so it like kind of like you hear like the crack of your toe, and then you just kind of like let out a like Miriam, you kind of like notice this, you turn your head and you run into a tree, not hard, just kind of like bump face like into a tree, and you notice that Koshka might be doing something obnoxious, and Koshka, you're probably pretty sure that they're aware of you.
I'd
I
like
can-
to say that
I
Shira does a
continue
really
following.
good cat noise.
What happened?
That was a really good cat noise.
It was,
Oh.
yes.
That's good.
Thanks.
I kind of right myself from the tree and I continue on as well. I don't really pay any mind to Koshka following me. I assumed that.
I heard them, right?
I'm gonna say you heard Koshka, but Miriam didn't quite. Unless you can hear bonks.
I'm also definitely moving more. I'm not like trying
you're-
to really catch up. I'm taking my
You're-
time.
Yeah, because Miriam's pretty slow, and I'm assuming you're in a bit of a rush, Yuna.
Sure.
Like, I'm assuming. You can
Are
tell me
you?
if you are or aren't.
She kind of was just walking away, but she is kind of like in a worried place, so I don't think it would probably be disadvantage, if anything.
Disadvantage. No. I'm asking if you're
She's
in a
not
rush right
she's not in a rush now.
now. No? Okay. Well. Alright, how far are you going?
She was just going to take cover like near the tree areas. So I think
How
there were
far?
some trees like 15 feet.
15
right?
minutes away? Got it.
15 minutes away. 15 feet, I think it
zooming.
was. Yeah, I zoomed.
By hooves or by feet? No, I'm kidding.
By patitas.
So it was like by car or by walking, but never mind. Anyway, so okay,
By
Miriam.
rocket propelled grenade. Wait, what?
there we go, perfect.
Yeah, you should probably notice me. I'm not stealthy. I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Well, the thing is, it's because you're just generally very slow.
Yeah, but she's also not like going deep into the woods.
Maybe
So,
I'm
I'm
over.
cool. I'm cool if she notices me. I expect her to notice me.
Yeah. The only reason I'm saying is because she'll notice you, but I feel like it's not gonna be for a little bit. Eventually, you're gonna
That's
catch up to her. What's your guys' walking speed then?
That would be 20.
35.
Alright, Hime, whenever you get to your 15 feet away destination, what is it that you want to do?
She gets like kind of behind the trees. She's to take cover, and then she's going to just slightly like peek onto her hands again. Like she's taking one of them out from like under her shoulder, no, her elbow, yeah, and then she's going to look at her hand.
Okay.
Mhm.
The same thing as what I described before is what you see.
Okay. She's gonna hide it again, and she's just like having thoughts to herself, just like taking deep breaths in and out, just trying not to go into a panic.
Okay. You take a couple minutes taking your deep breaths and just kind of relaxing yourself. Go ahead and roll me. It's not this. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's holding your breath. I want to say, roll me a wisdom check.
Mm.
No, they
Okay.
really fix this stuff up. Oh yeah, you definitely managed especially after a couple minutes, you definitely managed to calm yourself. And then the moment you you reach this feeling of calm, you hear a cat kind of like growl out in pain a bit. I'm assuming. What do you do?
She's going to she was like in the oosa moment. Woosa. And then hearing the real, she's gonna like just her ears are gonna perk up. She's gonna like jump just a little bit off the ground, and she's gonna like look from behind her tree.
You do see and hear like a walking. Like after a little bit of silence from that, you hear and see a silhouette coming towards you. They're at their very own pace. Like it's a little slower than you're walking, but still a pace.
After that, she's going to step out from behind the tree, and she's going to instead of like having her hands in the what do you call it, crossing her hands. Yeah, she's going to now like undo that, and then she's gonna put her hands behind her back, and she's gonna like hold them there like that. You know, like that cute little look where you put your hands behind your back. She's doing that now as she watches the figure come closer.
Miriam, you encounter Yuna like this.
She kind of walks up slowly. She just definitely taking her time and looks like she's trying to not intrude. Are the splinters still active?
I want to say you took the one, so it's gonna be like I'm gonna say it's like 10 minutes. So yeah.
So yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of approach a little bit, get maybe like 8-9 feet away or so. Definitely social distancing, and just kind of lean up against the tree. And then not looking at Yuna, just say, "So, what's wrong?"
I just wanted to be away from the group right now.
She just kind of nods her head. You wanted to be apart from Cyrus?
At the moment, yes. Why are you here?
I was curious. You couldn't think of anything besides his well-being and safety. Not a few minutes ago, and then suddenly... Plenty happy to leave him in the caring arms of a bird that likes to explode.
He's resting right now. And he's all healed up. He's going to get better.
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders, still not really looking at you. Just inconsistent.
Well, you don't have to worry. I just want to be by myself.
You see kind of the muscles on the side of her face react as an eyebrow is raised. She then kind of turns her head over and looks at you. She kind of tilts her head forward, almost like she's looking over glasses, but she doesn't have any. kind of tilts her head to the side. Am I able to like pick up any thoughts, or are they like shielded? I'm not digging deep. I'm just looking very surface level.
Yuna, how would you say, like, you did manage to calm yourself, so your
She's
thoughts
calm.
are a little less like all over the place, but you
Mhm.
definitely have thoughts running around. You do hear some thoughts, like even though she's talking, you can hear some thoughts going on in the background.
Yeah. I'm looking mostly for emotions. Like I don't
Emotion.
know if I can hear that, but like fear, comfort, calm, like just the general state of thought. Not looking for like words or anything in particular. But I guess that's kind of up to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, roll. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana, and then we'll dictate that from there.
Okay. I don't have that, so
Oh, fucking hell!
I'm back to back on nat 20s for these
Jesus
things. I'm a
Christ!
fucking monster
it!
part whiz.
Give me your fucking luck.
It only works for using the fucking Kieran splinters. Let's go.
Hime, you can go ahead and using that roll, essentially tell him what you feel and possibly even some thoughts.
I'm not looking for thoughts.
Well, if it's a nat 20.
I mean, like, it's completely her discretion. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
looking
said
for
maybe.
thoughts.
I said maybe. Up
Well,
to you, Hime. Take your time, you need.
Sure. You do see that she is calm right now. She is calm, but you can assume that it was because she was possibly troubled earlier. Like not a few moments ago she was troubled, but now she is calm. And then if you hear some of her thoughts, they're very leveled, and most of you here are just she's thinking things like, it was probably from the battle. I'm hurt. It will take care of itself. I can heal it.
You see this kind of concerned look kind of fall across Miriam's face, and she just says, I tried to help you a little bit when everything was happening. I don't know how effective my healing might have been. If I can help you anymore, you got banged up quite a bit, quite a fall you took. Can I assist you at all?
Thank you, but you don't have to do that. I can take care of it.
She just kind of looks you up and down again. Well, at the very least, you don't seem to be too bloodied.
Well, I suppose that's because of you.
There's a bit of a sharp exhale through the nose. You are too generous with your compliments, but I'll leave you to it. She just kind of straightens herself from leaning against the tree, turns back away from you, and kind of makes her way back to the clearing, still well distancing herself from a dragon and the phoenix on top of it.
Really quick, you like a little later in that conversation, you do notice Koshka had kind of like made herself comfortable beside you. You know, you also notice Koshka beside Miriam.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Sorry. I hope that doesn't change anything.
No. I guess the only thing is that Yuna would have seen Koshka maybe like glance over at her, but continue her conversation, and say basically whatever she was saying to Miriam is like the same thing, like to get across to Koshka that she wants to be alone. And that she's basically hurt, but she'll take care of it because she can heal.
As I walk away, then one of my hands is gonna like idly scratch behind one of Koshka's ears, almost like subconsciously as I walk by.
Koshka leans into the scratch and lets out a soft purr with her eyes closed, but once Miriam's hand leaves her head, she opens her eyes and looks directly at Yuna. And she just sits there for a quiet moment before getting up and making her way closer to Yuna. Cautiously. Gauging Yuna's responses as she does so.
You see her say that she does that, and she shakes her head.
She continues.
Koshka, stop! I want to be alone.
She tilts her head to the right, takes one more step forward, and then with one of her tendrils points at Yuna's head and then back at her own and waits.
At that, she is going to link their minds. So now she can hear Koshka. Hear her thoughts.
Now is worst time for you to be alone.
We've had something horrible happened, and I want to be alone.
That is precisely why you should not be alone. She takes another step forward, and you can see her sniffing at the air. Something has changed about you.
I can take care of it. I can heal myself.
You see her glance back towards towards the rest of the group before looking at you again. What you did does not seem to have been healing. Merely transferring? This... You see her sniff at the air again. Wretched scent. Before it was on Dragon. Now I smell it on you.
I don't know what happened, but we'll take care of it.
You see her face, an expression of determination turn to one of disappointment as she continues making her way closer.
At that, since she's not stopping, Yuna's gonna start taking steps back. Koshka, please turn around and go back to the others.
What for? I have no attachment to Fish Lady. Or to Dragon, for that matter. Miriam is Intriguing, but no attachment. You are, aside from young Theo, only one I have bonded with.
Then why don't you listen to me? If you care, you will leave me.
Because sometimes caring means not listening, and instead doing what is necessary, not what is wanted.
Matter of the point is, I want to be alone.
You clearly are not listening to me.
You're not listening to me!
I will not argue circles around you. You
Then
will have
go.
my company, and you will deal with it. I will not interrupt whatever matters you are dealing with. However, I will stay by you and make sure that you are protected while you deal with them. You do not have to talk to me. You do not have to answer any questions. You do not even have to acknowledge my presence. But I will not leave. She starts walking a little faster now to get closer to you.
Stop!
I will not.
Koshka, you're pushing me? Stop!
Pushing you to what?
Oh boy.
What will you do?
She's gonna turn around and start heading out.
Kosha's just gonna keep following you.
And she's going to teleport.
Where to? You can whisper me if you want.
Will do.
The moment she's gone, Koshka's gonna start looking for her scent.
Roll me perception.
Please roll well.
Lamau.
Fucking hell!
I will get back to you in just a second.
Fuck you, dice. Fuck you. Why do I play this game again?
Because addictions are a thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Addiction good.
Okay. Koshka, you lift your nose up into the air. The moment you notice the glitter kind of like sparkle away from, like as she disappears and there's a silhouette of glitter left behind and the glitter begins to fall, you manage not to get distracted. Instead, you lift your nose up into the air, sniffing around the area, trying to see if you can find her. You walk a little bit forward to the left and right, but you don't quite seem to catch on to any immediate scent. It's gonna take you some time to find her if you choose to continue looking for her.
Yep.
All right. So you will be looking for her, and it's going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime,
That's fine.
give me 1 second.
If you're ooh,
I was gonna say, Theo, did you answer my question?
no.
Because you just said you will remember that.
Oh my god.
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
No, Theo is not a.
What happened?
No, she is not asleep.
She is not okay. You noticed that Kalia had gotten closer to Cyrus and kind of like lightly bonked him on the head. But, or not really, like you just kind of notice like someone's closer. Like, you're welcome to look if you want.
Yeah, see, gonna look at Kalia, kind of get like in a protective like hug over to Cyrus.
Hmm.
Just watching her suspiciously.
One second.
Kalia sees Theo doing Theo things.
Sorry, it's really quiet, guys, because I tend to kind of message people individual messages and occurrences.
You're totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Riot, it's too quiet.
Don't remind me of fucking Sundays.
I need more stimulation.
Alright, with that, Kalia, you can go ahead and react to Theo however you want.
Not towards Theo, but she just sort of tilts her head, as she then releases her little water tendril from around her back into her little dress reservoir of things. Looking at the dragon, she's like, what's a comfy spot? As she finds one on the side. She's sort of just like not paying too much mind to Theo. No offense to you, Theo. She's just sort of caught up in her own thing right now, and she sort of just sits down and leans her and rests her head back on Cyrus, just trying to get comfy as she continues to read her book.
You do. After kind of looking over Cyrus and seeing and collecting information that I pretty much told you. You just managed to find a spot to make yourself comfortable, using him kind of like a pillow. Theo, you noticed this.
And I am going to. So, is she like paying any attention to me?
She's aware that you're there.
Theo's going to kind of just like stare at Kalia. Just look at that, like, the face veil thing. Kind of like narrow her eyes at it. And she's gonna kind of like just crawl on Cyrus to get closer to the face veil. And she's gonna reach for it.
You're gonna get closer to the face?
the veil.
The
The face
veil. Oh, the face veil. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Is she trying to be sneaky? Do I notice this?
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Roll me stealth with, I want to say disadvantage because you're like, well, she's reading a book. Roll me just roll me straight stealth. And I was about to say Koshka. Kalia, roll me just roll me perception. Wow.
Okay.
I want to say that because it's because okay. I guess let me ask you more experienced players. When you ask for passive perception, that's usually for like
If she's not trying to look for Theo, then I guess it would be okay.
yeah, that's what I thought. So I wouldn't have you roll perception, right, Cloyd?
Passive.
This is again one of those things where you can say whatever you want, but in this case you can use passive perception because, well, it's not like I'm trying to look for anything. It's not like I'm trying to, be perceptive in the first place. I'm not actively trying to.
Okay, that's what I
stuff.
thought. But yeah, then it would be your passive perception, and with it being 16, you do notice that Theo's like poorly being stealthy about it. It's like she does this thing, like she kind of like sticks her arm like really far, and then like kind of like pats at Cyrus's back, and you just hear kind of like a pap and then pap as she kind of like quote unquote sneaks her way to you.
I don't really turn towards her. I just go, as I'm reading my book. Everything okay for you?
He kind of like she's gonna like get off of like Cyrus, and then kind of just like walk over to Kalia since she noticed, and then she wants to like reach for the face. She's just gonna go for it.
You do notice that.
Do notice that. I want to say she goes ahead and stands up. And so that's what she does.
Fio, as you're reaching over to her, all of a sudden Kalia stands up. Is there anything that you want to do in response to that?
She blows up her cheeks.
You do that.
She's still obviously facing away from Fio as well as Cyrus, and she goes ahead and gives a heavy sigh, and she mulls stuff over as she sighs even more. And she just takes off the little gold ring of the little veil, the still water still dangling off of it, and she turns around to look at Fio. Is this what you wanted, Fio? I'm gonna send the well, actually, I can't send the image because I don't have it on this computer. Look, let me be a little bit honest with you. We didn't get along very well at first.
She nods.
Oh, so you remember that?
She nods.
Well, at least this kind of makes things easier. She sort of sits back down again and sort of goes into a more fetal position as she's wrapping her arms around her legs. I just don't want anything coming between us like that again. So I think it was just... Is this all you wanted? Look, I'm not trying to harm anyone here.
Hmm. It's Please pat your leg.
She pats my leg.
Yeah.
I suppose the faint steam erupts out as that happens very quickly.
I mean, her hands are on fire, but
I don't know, I'm just assuming you're hotter than the normal temperature and I'm colder than normal human temperatures.
I mean, I mean, yeah. I mean, she's not like boiling hot to touch. Like,
Okay.
Just imagine just a really high fever, like. Yeah. Just an abnormal fever, like, heat.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Do you remember when we first headed into the city? We sort of hitched the ride on the carriage.
Do I remember that?
I believe she is asking you, DM, if she
Roll.
remembers that.
Yeah. Roll me a history with disadvantage.
Study.
Both of them are bad. Both of them are bad.
Wow!
Og.
That is impressive! Kimi, I feel like you wrote that yourself. Like you didn't even roll that. You're like, I'm gonna put 2 and 3.
Hey,
You-
little number good.
Yeah, Kimi, no, you don't. No, you don't. Sorry, girl.
She kind of like poke, she like presses her finger up to her cheek and then she like, whoop, and she shakes her head.
Well, do you remember anything about Alice? And Ken?
Alice.
Alyssa?
Was it Alyssa or Allison?
Allison.
There you go. I said fucking Allison.
It's fine.
Remember anything about that?
Like sea nuts.
We got along pretty well then, I suppose. I liked it.
She looks around for Koska because he still has some jerky.
Accurate.
I dropped all my jerky in order to help the dumb dragon.
Goodbye, jerky.
But goodbye, jerky. Rest in peace. It's probably getting eaten by fucking seagulls right now.
Seagulls fighting with a raccoon, having one
That's a D&D campaign that I want to see. It's just scavengers.
Alright. I'm assuming you guys are.
I think we're done. There's not much happening. I tried.
I tried.
Gold star.
Gold star. A for effort.
You do notice Miriam had come back and kind of made her own spot. Kalia,
Us?
possibly not Fio. Well, Fio, no, your passive perception is 15. Dude, I gotta really fix up your numbers to work with your age already, cause Mind you-
It's OP.
yeah, I'll do that after this session.
She just needs like 30 character sheets. Come on.
Only like 6.
Easy.
Easy. Wow. Yeah, for you. I'll probably do it like on an Excel sheet. um,
Graph it, dude.
graph it.
Graph
Don't you
it.
dare! Don't you dare! Um, Koshka.
Histogram it. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry.
That intercept point. Anyways, Koshka, are you there?
Atra.
Etwa.
Atari.
Etwawi.
Hopefully he's not asleep.
Atra!
He didn't
Kimi.
say anything.
Uh-huh.
Do the thing.
Huh.
Are you good?
Yeah. What I missed?
Oh, it's just your turn.
Oh. I guess
Roll
I
me
roll
poi-
another perception.
Perception.
Fucking hell.
Two.
You, after a little more tracking about, you think you found her trail, her scent.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of start going off on that. You start to kind of follow. It's a pretty good hunch, but maybe you'll run into a deer. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
A very, very, very flamboyant deer. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
Kime, is there anything else you'd like to do? No problem, Quaid.
Kimi or Hime?
Yuna.
Thank you. Okay. After she did what she did, she is going to take her time with just like she's already relaxed, but after that talk with Koshka, she started to get angry. So she's like taking deep breaths again, calming down, and she takes like those few moments for herself before she actually gets down from the tree.
Are you gonna start walking back?
Yeah, back to the camp.
Okay. You do that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say about that halfway point. You eventually, like you, not too much long later, you do run into, Koshka.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Atra?
No, she just gives you a look of disappointment and follows you.
Yuna sees you. She kind of just glances your way before she like just starts. She keeps walking back to camp, and even as you follow her, she's just making her way back. Though once they do get back, she's going back to where she left Theo and Cyrus.
Yeah. Once Koshka sees you're back at camp and with everyone else, she moves back to where she first collapsed and lays down, this time turning to face this time facing the larger group so she can keep an eye on Yuna.
You do that. You know what you doing? Just chilling.
Oh yeah. When she gets back, do I see a Theo and a Kalia
Oh yes.
talking on one side of Cyrus?
They look like they were pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of like, not, they're just kind of with each other.
Okay. She's gonna sit on the opposite. Well, she's gonna be on the opposite side of Cyrus's body, and she's going where Theo was before, and she's going to sit herself down, and then kind of like scoot up next to him, and then just wait and rest, and then every so often like be attentive to see how he's doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Theo like look at her and see if she's changed, or if she's more happier.
Are you talking about Yuna?
Or... Mhm.
Roll me insight. Um, you notice that Yuna seems, and correct me if I'm wrong, Hime, more like a little more annoyed or so. Right?
Hime?
Right?
Did you say
Yeah,
Hime?
Yeah. Wait, did you say Koshka or Hime or Yuna? God damn it.
No, she was checking Yuna, but you said Hime.
Oh, my bad. Did I?
well, annoyed, yeah, annoyed, bothered. But then there's also worry, annoyance, bothered, and annoyance, and worry. And then with Cyrus, he's more attentive and caring.
She's gonna kind of just like go over, you know, and she's gonna just hug her.
She's gonna look at Raphael, with a slight confused look. Yes.
She like just continues to hug you.
She's going to slowly lift up her arms and hug you back. Thank you for taking care of him.
She nods.
Yeah. After their exchange of a hug, she's going to let Theo go now.
And then she's gonna just look to Cyrus, wondering. if
Cyrus-
she's just
sorry.
yeah.
Wonder.
Yeah, just wondering like when he's gonna get up or something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Am I to assume everyone's pretty much done?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Is everyone going to be taking a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
yep.
All right. Anyone? Okay. Is it and anyone keeping any kind of watch?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Yuna's gonna attempt to try and stay awake.
Are you guys going to like converse with one another about these things?
Probably not. No, I'm kidding.
Koshka's passed the fuck out already.
That's fine. All right. Cool.
No, Yuna's just attentive to see Cyrus's condition. So she's staying up to see how he's doing and awaiting him to wake up.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna start and get my rest in, and then I'm gonna keep watch the rest of my time.
okay. All right.
Kalia is probably gonna stay awake for what time is it?
I'm gonna say it's like, oh man, I think it was like the middle of the day when that happened, like when you guys left. I want to say it's 7 p.m. or so. It's pretty dark. This is like during like fall time, so like early time is dark time.
Okay. She'll probably stay up until like probably like Miriam or somebody gets up to do watch.
Yeah, I'll crash for an hour.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So I guess my only question is, who's gonna be taking like the latest watch?
Me.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
At least me, unless someone else wishes to.
I think it's gonna be you. Like
Hell
just
yeah.
you. Alright.
This is the Watchmaster character. Little do they know.
It's okay.
Shut up, you. Not you, Hime. You guys definitely rest. You guys take your time to rest. You notice that Miriam gets up, Kalia, which kind of gives you like that confirmation of resting. I'm assuming.
She said she was just gonna sleep for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I find that a little bit suspicious, so I just stay up for like another 2 or 3.
All right.
Okay.
If you'd like to converse, feel free to, but she'll just be reading her book.
Yeah, I mean,
Roll-
I'm not gonna approach you. He's spooky as fuck.
Roll me Constitution.
Why?
Is it con or what would it be? Wisdom
Wait,
or
I'm
con?
just curious. Why did you have me roll con earlier when I was reading the book?
Because
Reasons.
well, roll right now and you'll see.
Fair enough.
Oh my god!
2 nat 20s for this stupid con check. Let's go.
Fuck you! That's stupid! It's supposed to be for something stupid and silly and funny! Let me have this!
Roll 20 says fuck you, not me.
You know what? I'm gonna say, you know, I can't. No, you know, I don't care if you roll 20. You blush. You
I'm
just
cool with
don't
that.
do anything about it. Apparently.
Roll to resist pogging.
So what you're saying is, Kalia is not gonna pog!
Mhm.
Shut up.
She ain't pogging today. She ain't pogging tonight, boys.
Oh my god, I'm so mad. I can't believe you rolled 2 nat 20s on something so stupid.
Someone give that to Atra.
I
Yeah,
don't
right?
see because it's dark out.
You don't.
Don't.
It,
Don't.
It's like, you absolutely. It doesn't. She doesn't.
Don't worry, I will take as many of the nat ones as necessary to keep the rest of you from dealing with them.
Yeah, because apparently we got nat 20 McGee over here.
Virtual fist bump, Cloyd.
Let's go.
I can't believe you got. I'm so bad. Okay.
Kali is. I can't. Abstinence,
Okay.
baby. I'm so done.
Wait,
I'm so
does this mean that we level up?
Yes, it does. You guys level up.
I know exactly what fucking spell I'm taking.
Doesn't I? Am I okay? Because I said I wasn't sleeping.
You said that you were like. You said you were gonna stay up for a little longer.
Oh no, I said she was gonna stay up until he gets up.
that would be contracts.
Yeah,
Or saves, one or the other.
that's why I was a little confused why I wasn't rolling them.
Hey man, I'm not a professional. I don't know.
No.
I'm not the best at
You're
DM.
perfect.
I'm trying my hardest.
I probably worried it wrong or something.
Anyways, so, so you're not gonna go to sleep until he wakes up?
Mhm. Or she's gonna
Okay.
attempt to.
Go ahead and roll me con.
Okay.
Let me just check which one it would be. Okay, I can't save.
I'm guessing.
I wanna say you fall like you're getting really, really tired for sure.
Okay.
Like I think it's one of those things where you kind of like, you know how when you fall asleep, Hime, you like close your eyes and then it's like 30 minutes later.
You wake up again.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to say that that's what you do for that time.
All right.
Roll me another con.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah. And this time you like just straight fall asleep.
Okay.
Like you kind of like blink, and when you open your eyes, you're like lying on the floor. You're like, "Huh, that was weird."
Oh,
We've all been there.
she'd probably be up against him, but
Well, you know what? Oh my gosh, you know what I mean, Hime. It's an example.
oh, okay.
It's only happened to me once.
It's only happened to you once. Didn't it happen to you while you were driving once?
No.
Hmm.
Like, I just closed my eyes for a while. But I was like, still awake, but like, not looking. I was just going by the road.
Alright, Hime. Kimi, alright, Kimi. I'm not taking your word for it, but let's go. Alright, yeah, you pretty much do fall asleep resting against him. What are you rolling that for?
My health.
Hit points.
Oh,
Points.
I rolled mine last time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I didn't.
People who, Kimi,
Oh.
people who rolled one, re-roll.
She did
No.
re-roll
She
and
did,
she
and
got
then
a
she got a
10.
2.
No, she got a
Wait.
10.
Oh.
I got a 2.
Oh.
Oh, you're right.
Wait,
We
you
are
got
blessed.
a 2?
Yes, I got a 2.
On this day, we are blessed.
Not like Kalia needs, or Koska needs more help.
Fuck.
She kind of does.
No, she doesn't. Isn't she like the second tankiest person on the team?
No,
Yes.
Koska?
Yes.
no,
She has like the second most health.
doesn't matter.
And like a really high AC? Yeah.
Okay. But the amount of time she spends in direct contact with Theo makes her more squishy than even Yuna.
But whose fault is that? You don't.
Yeah.
Like you're holding a ball of fire, thinking it's fine.
Shut the fuck up. This is D&D.
That
Logic does not
periodically
exist.
explodes. That periodically explodes.
Shut
no
the fuck up. This is
blowing
D&D. Logic does not exist.
Okay.
Okay.
She's also a cat. Cats are known to be simultaneously smart and stupid as fuck.
Okay, and that's one thing I wanted to actually say before we were jumping around from thing to thing. You, Miriam, I'm assuming you're like the only one kind of like awake right now.
I mean,
Hold on, let me think. Okay, so it was like 7 that you. It was like 7 o'clock that you guys are pretty much long resting. You rest for an hour, which is 8, and then you're up. So you're up 8 and on.
Yep.
And then Kalia, you rested a couple hours after Miriam woke up, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you slept 9 and on? Or 10 and
Oh,
on?
I go
Sorry.
10 and on. 10 and
Yeah,
on.
10 and on. My bad. Kosh got knocked out, and I'm assuming for Koshka, Kalia, you guys fell asleep the full long rest.
Yee.
Okay, so Koshka, you woke up 8 hours. Was it 8 or 6? It's 6 hours plus 2 hours of
Yeah.
like
Of light activity,
light activity.
which can be more sleeping if you so desire.
Okay, so I want to, for my own convenience, more or less, you guys wake up around the same time. Koshka being, oh yeah, and then okay, so yeah, why is this like hard to figure out? Okay, and then Pio, you were
Does
asleep the
brain
whole
go
time.
brrrr?
Absolutely. And then Yuna, how long did you stay awake for? How long would you say the first roll was for? Like 2 hours? 3 hours?
Sure.
How long? Like, how long? Oh no, I guess that's not your call. That's my call.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say like, we'll do like every 3 hours. You did the first 3 hours, and then the second 3 hours, you fell asleep at the beginning.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say, because it was a pretty low roll, you fell asleep from that point on, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So you fell asleep at 10 with Kalia. Ah, good. So, Miriam, you were the only one to see Koshka violently wake up, run around all over the place, meowing for 20 minutes in an annoying amount of time, and then fall asleep.
Just
Yeah.
kind of
You just hear like
nod my head.
just 20 minutes. Like,
Got the
hear. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
the zoomies.
zoomies.
You hear like her climb a tree. You see a bunch of leaves falling. You see like her clawing a tree. That poor tree.
That poor
And
tree.
then she just plops over.
Oh my god, you know that thing when cats do? They just run and then for some reason they fucking flop?
That's
Like they
Yeah.
roll, tumble, and
Oh.
flop?
that's exactly what happened.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah, she
god.
does that. You see that, Miriam. That unfolds.
Gotcha.
The 3 a.m. zoomies.
And then
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Do I notice everyone else having fallen asleep?
yeah. You see Yuna was definitely fighting it for a while. Like you see her stirring and fighting, and then finally just kind of like a still silhouette from her.
Okay. About an hour after I see her stop moving, can I like creep up to her?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, she's asleep, so go ahead.
Perfect time to take the horn.
Okay, like do I have to roll or
Yeah,
roll,
well, are you
roll
being
to not fuck up or
are you being sneaky?
I'm
as you go?
definitely definitely trying to be because I don't want to wake her up
All right, then roll for
or
stealth.
anyone. Okay.
That's true for everyone else too.
Okay, I'll take it.
Nice. Yes, you
I can roll with
successfully get it, punny. Okay. You successfully quietly make it to her.
Okay. I'm just gonna crouch down once I make it up to her and just I kind of saw that she got banged up pretty consistently in that last fight, and I'm just gonna do like a very quick once over, like just to see if there's any lingering wounds.
Roll me investigation, right? Yeah.
Let's say
Yeah.
medicine.
Your
Oh,
decision.
Wait. Hold on. Because, well, when I think of investigation, I think of someone actually, like, putting their hands on someone, like, searching them. Wouldn't medicine, like,
It's your
be the same?
decision. You tell
Hold
me
on.
what to roll.
I will. I just want to make sure I do this accurately and correctly. I'm gonna say that's why. Okay, whoops. I clicked on I clicked on intimidation. You were asking about being banged up, yes?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's medicine, Kimi?
Well, it's just a lot of DMs always use medicine, but investigation
Because it
is
says it
slower.
checks. It lets you try to stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness.
Okay, well, that
I guess it depends on what she's looking for.
being banged up does technically count as an illness.
The illness part.
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
looking for wounds.
you're diagnosing what's wrong with the person, whether it's a sickness or a physical wound. So that would fall under
Yeah, but it's like maybe they already know what the wound is. They just don't know how bad it is.
yeah.
Is that
Investigation is like could also work because it's like you're still like inspecting the body to see if they can find anything.
you know what, Marsh?
Mm-hmm.
You can choose between either one, but depending on the one you choose, it's going to give you certain information regards to what you choose. So whichever one you think is going to give you more information,
Okay.
or whichever one you're better at.
I
Who
mean,
knows?
there's a
Maybe you'll get a
significant
nat
difference
20.
in skill here. There's a
Yeah.
significant difference here between medicine and investigation.
There's a reason. Like, which one did you pick?
Investigation.
Son
I'm
of a-
not, because I don't care about how bad the wounds are. I'm just looking for like where they are more than anything.
Okay. You search her. You kind of like look over her, and she does look pretty wounded. From the battle, she seems to kind of have cleared up a little more. She seems, at least like, you look at her face, you look at her like body. She seems for the most part okay, but you definitely notice she had essentially like bandaged up like her wrists and hands. You notice that her dress has been torn from the bottom.
It starts.
And to take note of that. Okay. It's good enough for me. I'm gonna quietly move back to wherever I had settled in and just get comfy and wait the rest of the evening.
Had you rolled medicine, there was going to be other things.
Yeah, well, there's a 6-point difference between the two, so
It's a 6-point. You have a minus, right? Minus, yeah.
I have
Minus
multiple minuses.
investigation is intelligence. He's got a bonus 5 in that. Medicine is wisdom. He's got a -1 in that.
No, I
Yeah.
have a -2 in wisdom, but I have Jack of Trades, so
Well,
it's
that-
only a -1.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a -1.
Yeah. Big difference there.
That's what you meant. I thought you meant something else. Gotcha.
Big difference in skill there.
I see why. Okay, that. Okay, yeah. Yep, got it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But I didn't want to say that when you were deciding because I didn't want to sway you either way. And if you said medicine, I would have happily rolled it.
Because I didn't want to say medicine because like you weren't like, well, we don't have to go over that.
Yeah.
But
Let's say like a doctor would probably be better at like that type of stuff compared to somebody who doesn't have any medical training. So investigation would probably be the best they could do. Like they're picking their best, what they're good at.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I'm gonna just take
Just
the
not
rest
getting
of
the
the
true-
take the rest of the rest.
All right.
He's not getting the true ending.
All right. You. Excuse me. You guys.
I wasn't going to, but then you hiccuped.
Oh my gosh, you're silly. You guys. No. Miriam, you notice that the sun begins to rise and you kind of like rest there for a couple hours still. And in due time, like Koshka, you feel kind of like you're naturally waking up. And Theo, you feel like you're naturally waking up.
Am I different?
You are. You are now. You were 4. You are now. Roll me. No, I don't want to leave it to your con roll because. No, never mind. You're 7. You're now 7 years old. You are taller. You are stronger. You are flamier, if you so choose to.
Ah, limbs.
Forgot I had him for a minute. Ooh. No math. Ooh, woo.
Koshka's going to walk on over and plop down on Yuna's lap.
When you walk over to Yuna, you notice that Cyrus's tail is like curled up around her.
Fine.
And you know, well, you have a low perception. Never mind. Actually,
Yeah.
what's your investigation? What's your passive No, you're fine.
Passive
no, never mind.
investigation is going to be 12.
Ah, okay. You do that. You like, there's like, you plop by Yuna, but there's like a tail, like, between you guys.
Cats are liquid. It's still comfy.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He may please confirm cats are liquid.
Oh, cats are liquid.
Yeah.
I thought you said that's a liquid. And I was like, how is a tail of, excuse me, what? No, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
yes, Chiru. The tail conforms around.
That's why I was confused.
The tail
fucker.
conforms around the cat, not the other way around.
You're
L-
ho.
Little do we know that's how physics actually works. The universe
people
conforms
want
around
to
the cats.
People definitely want to listen to you continuing your ongoing joke of a liquid tail.
Shut up. Actually, don't shut up. You're the DM. Keep talking.
Oh, well, if you insist.
I do.
What if you was just like, no, I'm
yeah.
not insisting, but I appreciate it.
Did you think about the thing, Chiru?
I'm sorry?
About the thing I sent you?
On Discord, yes. Where did you send it to me?
On your DM PMs.
In Discord, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll talk about this afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't going to be, unless this is what you want to partake in right now.
No. That's
Okay.
I'm just
Well, it
wondering if you
depends,
saw it or not.
Oh, sorry.
I think this won't take place right now. But
Yeah.
if it does, then I'll like talk to you right then and there. It won't be too long. I feel like it makes sense. But yes, Pio, you are 7 years old. You find yourself kind of sprawled all over Cyrus's back. Well, more like sprawled on his, like, he's kind of like not on his, like, he's not like lying down, face stomach down. He's like on his side. You're more kind of like resting against his back and wing, where Yuna is kind of like in like by his stomach area, kind of as he's kind of curled around her. And then it's Koshka past the supposed liquid tail.
Wait, a liquid tail?
It's a don't worry about it. It's
Don't
the
worry
tail.
about
It's
it.
his tail. Don't worry about it.
That's what happens when you don't pay attention to the others. Kidding.
Yes, he would get up and just kind of like check on Cyrus. Is he still like asleep?
Nope. You see that he seems to have just been kind of resting there, like just there.
He's gonna just pat his face.
And you do that, you see him. You can sense him flinch as he kind of like tucks his head into his shoulders a bit.
You up?
Yeah. You hear a very quiet answer from him.
No, you went like super crazy.
As
Mhm.
you say that, he kind of like digs his like he ducks his head more into himself as you say that, and his wing kind of like moving over him and essentially over Yuna in a sense of like protecting oneself.
What happened?
You can't you kind of walk like as you're close enough to see, you can see him once again attempting to kind of shield himself with his wings as he shakes his head in what you can guess is a no manner.
I just want to tell you that I beat you. And then he pats his head.
As you hear a form of confirmation from him.
And then he's happy that he's responsive. Then she'll turn away and her stomach's gonna growl.
It sure does.
And then she's gonna look for Kalia. Or
Pretty
Koska.
sure-
One of the
Oh,
two.
okay, Koshka.
Are you sure?
One of the two.
You immediately find Koshka resting in front of Cyrus.
Kali is still sleeping on Cyrus.
He is surrounded.
It's the Cyrus cuddle puddle.
Theo's going to just go over to Koska and like shake her.
Koshka or Kalia?
Koska,
Yes.
cat lady, cat
Both.
woman.
At the same time. I'm kidding.
Oh, if this doesn't work, James is gonna go to Kalia.
Koshka, you are shook. Shook, I say. Oh wait, she's still BRB. Haduh.
Ah,
It didn't
It
work.
didn't work. Goes to
It did not work.
Kalia. Goes to Kalia and shakes her.
I suppose she has real no reason to stay asleep, so she wakes up.
Yeah. You guys are all fully and properly all healed up.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Theo, you're bigger. Again.
Yeah. You have food?
I check my bag. It's like, unfortunately, no. I kind of dropped some of it when Cyrus fell from the sky.
She's going to look to where he fell and then search for food in that area.
Fuck. Roll me investigation.
No, remember he fell in the town?
She wasn't.
I dropped
with
my
you.
well, no, I'm just saying
No,
in general.
to me.
I dropped my jerky in order to get some of the blood so I can...
So that wasn't quite at the
That
It's
was
not
at
where
the
he-
battle scene.
Well,
No.
Theo wasn't with her when Cyrus fell.
Theo took what you said literally.
yeah. Theo, roll me investigation. Just
15.
with that amazing 13, you for some reason can't manage to find jerky.
Well, then she's just gonna look for anything like plant, like like fruit, vegetable, freaking animal.
Plant, vegetable, fruit, animal. Yes, I remember this kind of vegetable being called an animal. Kimi, I want to say with that 13, you happen to find a berry bush not too far. Like you were just like kind of like hands on hip. You kind of like place your hands into fist onto your hips, and you're just like shaking your head like like he must have taken all the jerky or something. And as you venture a little further, you find a berry bush.
Eat the berries. I eat all of them.
You do that. It's quite filling.
Oh, yes, you just see Theo just disappears into the forest, and then
Yeah, you do that.
Yep, she's gonna spend her time just seeing any berries she sees. She's gonna eat it,
Okay.
ripe or not, doesn't matter.
After eating a bunch of it, you knock the fuck out.
You feel very sleepy again. You have resistances or immunities?
I have immunities and a resistance.
What's your immunity and what's your resistance?
I'm immune to fire and poison, and I'm resistant to lightning.
Sounds good. Koshka, you felt something. You fell into a very light yet heavy sleep that even a kick from a 7-year-old child wasn't enough to wake you for that moment. But it's like your body kind of registered it late, and you're now once again waking up, and you realize like something kind of hit you.
I look around. Look specifically at. I look around and then I look specifically at Yuna. And if she hasn't begun to stir underneath myself and the tail, I just lay my head back down.
That's up to you. You're rested enough where if you choose to wake up, you can.
I'm just looking at my 3 constitution that I rolled.
Well, it's been a good
3
chunk of
hours?
time.
It's
It's
3
been way
hours.
more than 3 hours.
Really? Okay.
Well, yeah. It's been like you knocked the fuck out.
Okay.
And you guys are like you all rested. The only one that like stayed up pretty much Miriam was fine, and then Cyrus was awake for some time, but he has not moved.
Okay. Then, yeah, if people are starting to move around and talk, she is gonna start stirring awake.
You do that.
Mm-hmm.
You do that thing where you know how you like you're partly awake but you're still asleep and you kind of hear like conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a conversation take place, but you do not make sense of the words whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. At the conversation, her ears are perking a bit, even though she is unable to understand. And then she does eventually like open her eyes.
You notice a big old floof just resting on top of you.
Okay. Yeah, she's looking peace now. She's going to like kind of put her hand up against the floof, like to figure out what it is, she's gonna like look around.
Are you just kind of like putting your hand on the floof?
Oh yeah, kind of, but like she kind of presses her hand against it, like to figure out what. Kind of like a what is this?
Like, do you put like your hand over top of it, or you like push against it?
Pushed against it.
Okay. And you just kind of trying to figure out what this is.
Yeah, but she's looking like both directions, like what the floof, and then
It just looks like a void. Essentially like a warm, fluffy void sitting before you.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna like try to press against it to get up.
Press against it.
Yeah. Like push against
Koshka.
it. Sorry, push against it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Koshka, you feel yourself being pushed.
I lift my head and look down at her.
You notice it's Koshka, Hime. It's big floof.
It's a big floof.
It's a big floof.
What are you doing?
I just look at her for a moment and then nuzzle her cheek before getting up and letting her get up.
Yeah, she kind of like at the nuzzle, she kind of like forms like a small smile, but then it like becomes a frown again. And then she lifts herself just enough, like to like see you, but then she turns her head to check on Cyrus.
You see he's kind of hiding he's kind of like, how would I say, like hiding his face underneath, like resting under, like hiding his face under his arms kind of thing.
She's going to like lightly pat his arm to see if he's awake.
As you do that, he ever so slightly flinches at your pat.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, were you asleep?
No. Your quiet response.
Hmm. How are you feeling?
He kind of like shakes his head. If you can tell or not, it's like hidden. You can't quite, like, you hear shifting coming from him, but you can't quite
Mhm.
tell.
She kind of like what do you call it? In like comforting manner, she like lightly pats his arm again. You can tell me. Remember, you said you would tell me how you're feeling.
Not good. I'm not. I did something wrong. Again.
That wasn't your fault.
As they say that, he kind of like, he turtles a little more.
You weren't yourself. You know, if you were, you wouldn't hurt us.
You don't see an exact response to that.
She's going to look over at Koshka to see if she's still there.
When she moved, she just moved like right next to you and sat down watching you.
And she has like this kind of hurt expression with a frown as she like, when she looked over at you. And Then she looks, she kind of like looks back down at Cyrus. She says, please, Cyrus, please don't fault yourself.
Hear, like you just hear a groan as though he's acknowledging what you're saying, but not. He's not. He's acknowledging it.
Can I insight to try and see if Yuna was trying to like convey any sort of specific message to Koshka?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, Yuna. Yeah, go ahead and. I'm afraid. He may. I'm afraid that's not quite a great message.
No, you just see that she's sad. She's sad. She be hurting.
She's blaming you.
No. She's that's hilarious though. And that one, she's blaming you.
Yeah.
This is all your fault. Okay.
Koshka does look between Cyrus and Yuna for a moment. And then she just sort of huffs as she gets up and walks around to where Cyrus's head is. And she brings down her own head and puts her snout like underneath his head neck area and like gently tries to like push and prod him towards Yuna.
See him kind of like pull himself away and just wrap his head like with his wing, because one wing is resting against the ground, kind of like spread away from him. The other one is kind of wrapped around, like somewhat wrapping around him, over Yuna. But when you do that, he kind of like pulls away, tucks back into himself, and then like kind of puts his wing between you two.
I'm gonna try to get under the wing and continue doing it.
As you're trying to get under his wing, you hear him just kind of beg at you, please, just leave me alone.
I bap him on the back with one of my tentacles, the soft side of it,
You do that.
and then
Not
continue
yours,
doing the same thing.
Just kind of bapping him on the back.
No. Well, yes, but like alternating between doing that and trying to push him towards Yuna.
Gosh, it's okay. He doesn't want to talk.
Let's see. How can I convey this? I lift my head up and look at Yuna, and then just shake my head and give her a determined look as I go back to it.
We'll continue doing that. And Cyrus is not going to like resist violently, of course, but he is just kind of resisting in general. Miriam, you're Kali, you're awake, yes.
Yep.
You feeling the stirs and like movement from Cyrus as Koshka is trying to do this, and Miriam, you two are seeing this. And yeah, you guys are you guys are witnessing and experiencing this in your own way.
I'm just gonna keep my distance and like finish up my morning routine, and then I'm just gonna lean up against a tree and wait.
Collar just simply says to Cyrus, just take your time. That's all.
Sounds good. Koshka, are you gonna continue at him?
Until he either complies or responds audibly again.
He if you're doing the same thing, he's just gonna do he's gonna do that thing where he's gonna tuck his wing underneath his arm, so kind of like hugging himself with his wing to protect himself from you.
I give out another frustrated audible huff. And then I bap him where I presume his head to be under his wing with one of my paws, and just walk away. Towards Miriam specifically.
Miriam, you see this coming at you.
Gross dialogue. Ugh. And I don't really move. I just I let her approach me. I'm just kind of watching this with the semi-interested expression on her face, but Koshka, as you approach, you also notice that her left foot is tapping the ground at not a fast speed, but every now and again it's kind of tapping. It's not super impatient, but it's you can tell she definitely feels like she's waiting.
Yeah. When I reach you, I just walk around behind you and sort of settle in, close to your feet, but not quite touching you. And I gesture specifically at Cyrus with one of my tentacles. And you can see from the frontmost shoulder blades what can only be described as a shrug.
The kind of whatever side you curled up on the hand kind of absent-mindedly kind of stretches down towards your head area as if to kind of scratch it as she's looking at Cyrus, and she just kind of says quietly under her breath, just says, "He's been through a lot. Give him his time."
You can feel under your hand a subtle nod as I lean into the scratching and start purring.
I continue scratching and just kind of sit and wait.
All right, and I think, though it's short, I'm going to end the session here. Because, well, let me ask real quick. Is everyone, what is it? Are you guys more or less free still?
Yes, but let me pose a question to you.
Yeah.
You had it pretty rough with the VR chat tonight. how are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling really good. I took some medication to help me with a lot of that stuff, and I'm feeling much, much better. Floyd, how are you?
Doing well.
Are you still available for a little more? Or,
Yeah.
like, I mean, if you're busy, because I know that you're away right now, like from
No,
home.
I'm chilling. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna go for a little longer then, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
Tis
Sorry.
okay.
I don't know why I kind of thought maybe like I wanted to give you guys an opportunity of an out in case you guys wanted to like do stuff or do something. I'm okay with going on. There's a particular part that if we reach that part, which I kind of doubt we will, but if we reach that part, I will stop it because I have not planned past that.
Alright, guys, time to go.
So
Go.
I mean,
guys,
I
no,
mean,
come on, right? Okay,
For-
Leave. We're just gonna leave. We're just gonna progress the story. Fuck character development.
first of all, for Marsh and I, it is 11:35 p.m. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure neither of us have any fucking plans.
just wanted to make sure that because especially with our East Coast buds, like I do not want to push any limits.
Yeah. I got like an hour.
All right, cool. Well, it'll be at most for like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool.
Thank
okay.
you for asking, though.
All right, all right. I probably should have asked instead of just been like, let's end it. But all right, cool. Okay.
Nah, dude, just demand everything.
No, because then that's mean.
Nah, it's not.
Okay. Finally, I'm kidding. No.
Finally,
I'm gonna tell Ed.
I'm gonna tell Ed.
um. Okay, so Theo, you are on your way back. Your tummy's pretty full. You know, it's not as satisfying as meat, but you come back pretty good. Hold on. Is there anything that you like want to do in particular?
Yeah. Well, gonna see if well, if Cusco's up.
She absolutely is.
Okay, and then but what's Cusco doing?
Sorry, I'm chewing. Hold
I
on.
wasn't.
Chiru.
Pushka's curled around Miriam's feet, about 15-20 feet away from the giant dragon cuddle puddle.
Chiru, look at Roll20 chat.
Yes, I see it.
She's going to. Yeah, so I'll walk over to Miriam and look up at her. her, just a rim around her like lips are just sticky with berry juice.
Just kind of look down at her. You've been a busy one, haven't you?
And then he goes and then she like looks you like up and down and then she's like, "Who are you?"
Sighs. Just says, I'm a friend of your other friends. My name's Mariam Stone.
Mariam. Are you a person?
I certainly hope so, yes.
What is that noise? That's a... Hold on.
That might be a Nokia.
What is this
Okay.
Nokia you speak of?
Look here.
I have no
Oh my god. Get the fuck
Yes,
out of here.
yes. I was really hoping
Miriam
that
just-
was the pun you were gonna make.
Miriam just looks back at Theo and just says, if what you're trying to ask is if I'm human, then yes.
Koshka lets out a little huff. Almost sounds like a chuckle at that.
Okay. How do you do stuff?
What do you mean?
Like attack.
He kind of shrugs his shoulder and kind of slides the backpack off and around. She kind of digs in the pocket and pulls out a kind of pair of daggers. They look rusted and very well used. I have a few of these. Generally, I deal with situations like that by not being in them.
Why do you stay?
All of you folks. Kind of shrugs his shoulder and puts the backpack back on her back. You're more interested. Spent my life following creatures like you.
What have you seen?
Well, for most of these, she kind of looks around at everyone. These are mostly firsts. You're certainly unique. So is the unicorn. I've seen a few dragons in my day. A few things like this,
What kind of dragons?
Oh, here we
nothing
go.
as big. Nothing as big as this one. A few small ones, mostly.
No. Black dragon?
She just kind of shakes her head. Generally, those bring some trouble with them. I like to avoid that.
Okay. So you know see a unicorn.
Until I met this one.
So what is your goal?
Just kind of sighs. Right now, not really sure. Something about all of you is just interesting, and I'd be crazy if I didn't follow up on seeing so many unique things in one place. I'd be ashamed to let that all disappear into the sunset, you know?
Okay. And how do you feel about Cyrus?
I could go without being hit by his tail or claws. But, I have no issues with him. I'm pretty confident that what he did yesterday wasn't him.
Okay.
Oh my
You
god.
will remember.
Do you have that like copy pasted or something?
This is my macro.
I
Noted.
literally had that as a macro for my Kenku. The Screech will remember that.
Yeah, I have this, I have this, and I have this.
Get out of here.
Too fancy, too fancy.
um, yeah, Theo nods and then looks back towards the group. See how Yuna is dealing with Cyrus. Cyrus still being a whiny.
If that's
Yes.
how you register it, then yes. Yes,
Yes,
whiny
she's gonna-
is exactly to describe what just happened.
Yeah, she's gonna just walk over back to the group.
You do that. Surprise, surprise.
Where to next?
It seems that though you do not get a response from anyone.
She kind of goes over to Yuna and shakes her.
You know you are shaken.
Give me 1 second. I'm typing something.
Lord Dump.
Huh.
No, I'm kidding.
Gasp.
Did someone say Unuk gasp?
Oh wait, I've been doing that. Oh wait, I don't know if you guys can hear it. You.
I love that that's a redeem on your stream now.
It's actually one of my favorite things to do.
Marsh, did you see her latest redeem?
Oh my gosh.
No, I haven't.
It's a real trigger.
Oh, is it Thomas?
Talos! Yes.
Did you see
Maybe.
the description for it?
No, I haven't seen the description for it yet. I need to go to your channel and check that.
I hate it.
This is my trigger.
Talos is my trigger.
You see that she is like she has her eyes closed, and like one of her arms is on Cyrus's arm, but then you see that a small tear like falls from her cheek, and she kind of like leans forward and kind of embraces Cyrus the best she can, but you get no response from her.
Cyrus is okay now. Everything's fine.
You see that even though you're talking to her, it's as if she wasn't present. She's doing something else at the moment.
Well, she's gonna take it that you're not paying attention to her, and then she's gonna just look at Cyrus and then shake him, kind of like hold on to his horn and like try to like shake him from the horn.
Cyrus finally kind of pulls his hands away from his arms away from his face, revealing his face, and he's looking at you. There's like a moment where he takes it to heart, and a sudden pull from his horn, and his attention is completely directed towards you, Theo. When he looks at you, he looks not his usual passive bitch face, but a much more like innocent and surprised expression on him as he looks at you.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go hunting.
Cyrus then looks back at Yuna, awaiting confirmation.
You see that after like the pull from Theo when Cyrus like he uncovered his face, she did look at him when he did, and then when he got pulled away, she kind of like backed off and just like is sitting down on her knees. There are more tears falling from her eyes, but she starts like wiping them, and then when Cyrus looks at her to confirmation, she gives him just like the smallest smile and just says, "Go ahead, you must be hungry."
When you say go ahead, he slowly gets up without like fully getting up and making sure you don't completely fall or anything. And he essentially starts walking with you, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of is expecting you to lead the way.
Yes, he starts leading, and then she says, as she's like walking, she does look back at Yuna as she's looking.
You do that.
Trying to figure out why is Yuna crying.
You just see, like, as soon as you guys are leaving, since you're the one looking back, you see that the little small smile she had, like, kind of disappears, and she kind of looks to the side again, starting like wiping out her face again. But now she's deep in thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she keeps going, and then leads to the forest and gonna start searching for some game.
All right, you two will begin hunting. Yuna, you and Kalia, and when Cyrus was getting up, he was making sure he didn't interrupt you either, Kalia.
No, she sort of leaned forward to let him get up.
Yeah.
And then she's probably just sitting there crisscross applesauce. Let's go.
I'm gonna say with your passive perception, you do notice like essentially a disturbance
In the forest.
in something.
I whip my head in the direction of where it was, I guess.
Back and forth.
I don't know. Can I tell where it is or no?
You sense like I'm gonna say. Well, are you reading your book or something?
If she senses something, she'd probably stop to look. She'd stop to look around, especially if it's quote unquote messing something up with the forest. There's been a disturbance in the forest. You kind of gotta pay attention to that.
Like it's like you kind of like sense. Kimi, can you
As if a million lives just suddenly.
Oh, shut up.
Alderaan reference.
You. Sorry, I was reading Atra's thing. God damn it, Atra. Oh my gosh, you're so silly.
Cross orange sauce is what is that? There's a specific thing for it. It's a type of jam. Oh.
Professor, no, I'm not gonna. Nope.
You know it though.
Shut up. Stop. Okay. You, Kalia, did notice. I want to say, well, if you were reading your book, I don't think you would have noticed. This wasn't more of a presence thing. I just kind of assumed you weren't reading your book. But when Cyrus gets up, like it's just you and Yuna.
You know?
So
Yuna,
you're
oh my
saying
God.
it's just Yuna?
You now. Get it, Hime?
You know?
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Hime. This is why everyone needs a hype man.
Yeah.
You you want, I can just start yelling World Star randomly.
World Star?
No.
Hey,
Just randomly yell
Oh,
Talos.
yeah, no.
Talos.
Yeah, I'll do that every once in a while. I got the time.
I got the time.
She puts on the book and tries to see which way Theo and Cyrus are heading.
Which way? Do you see them? Essentially back towards. Well, actually, Theo, you were leading, right?
Yes.
Where would you be leading them? Would it be like back towards where like the crater was from when Cyrus fell, or is it gonna be like past Kalia? Which way are you going?
Which way was he facing?
He was facing back towards the crater.
Yeah, then they'll be heading in that direction.
Okay. Sounds good. And then
Munch, crunch,
Yeah.
munch.
sorry. Okay.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
he's-
It doesn't bother me at all, but I like triggering people with that.
But yes, you see them going in that direction essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Cool.
She continues reading her book.
Sounds nifty.
I keep scratching the cat.
You do that.
The purrs continue.
Purrs continue.
Purrs continue. Fuel. Roll me. You a pet. Roll me perception.
Reception.
You are looking around for prey. You kind of like, as you're searching, you kind of like point in a direction like over there. And then Cyrus kind of like grabs your hand and points it a little further. Like to like a little more to the left essentially, to the correct direction of where the prey is. You feel confident that you found this prey all on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're gonna start sneaking.
Yes.
Roll me sneak. Or stealth, I mean, not sneak.
Okay.
Alright, give me a sec. Cyrus is just kind of walking behind you.
0 fucks given.
Just like if it runs, it dies.
Theo, you're kind of like doing like, you know how in theory, like episode 1, Bone Weevil was just like going behind like shrub to shrub? Like that's what you're doing. And Cyrus is just kind of walking past each one. You're like, you go to one shrub, and then you like look left, right, go behind the shrub, and then you like crawl to the next shrub, look left, right. Like you're not like super sneaky, but you think you're being the stealthiest guy out there because you're like successfully hiding behind these shrubs, while behind you Cyrus is just kind of like walking. As you continue like making your way, you get a more clear picture of what your prey is, and it looks to be something along the lines like of a boar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like digging its nose into the ground and like oinking. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. Yeah, no. You managed to both still sneak up to it somehow.
Ah. I am going to, once I get close enough, I'm going to dash at it and then like gonna tackle it.
Roll, acro. No, hold on. I got this. Wait, hold on. If it's a grapple, you have to roll athletics, and this guy has to roll acroletics.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I got it, guys. I'm learning.
Athletics.
Don't worry, you're a legend.
You attempt to grapple this boar, and the fact that you managed to sneak up on it, which by the way still passed me, you run at it. You're just like ah, and you attempt to grapple this thing. The boar goes into like a panic as it hears you, and runs like straight away from you. You manage to kind of like grab its back, but with its already like charging away, you kind of slip and then you fall off the back. You tumble.
Then she's gonna chase after it.
You chase after it. You are chasing after that boar. Are you doing anything in particular?
If it's gaining speed away from her, she's gonna take flight.
You begin
She's
to
gonna
take flight.
She's gonna try to take flight. Yeah.
You don't pay much attention to Cyrus because you are going to attempt to like just capture this thing. Like this is all on you. This is all on you. You do take flight and you start to catch up to this thing. What do you want to do?
You want to form talons.
You form talons. Roll. I don't have you roll for that stuff, right?
You could.
Yeah, because it's a. Go ahead and roll me con. Because I don't remember if I had you rolling for like.
I mean, you had me roll for wings before.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you the wings for now. But you try to form your talons. They don't quite come out like talons. They kind of come out like sharp tootsies. You can poke them really bad. But you have like you have like little, like, you know how like a chicken has like the little claws coming out of their feet. That's kind of what you have. They're pretty sharp though. You know, it hurt pretty bad if you like strike him into something.
Yeah, so he's gonna strike him.
Roll me attack, or roll me to hit. My bad.
To hit. Okay. That is. Okay, that's plus.
You land it. You land it. You manage to just kind of poke it at it. You just kind of like, as you're flying, you essentially start kicking at it. And as you kick it, it does do some damage. So you could go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that would be. That's a. What do you say? Okay.
You do a lot of damage. This boar is not looking good. This boar is like very much slowing down, and you manage to slow it down very much. You see this boar kind of try to do like evade you.
Mm-hmm.
It starts running like it starts trying to evade you, but it slows down really bad, and then it just kind of like collapses, and it's just like oinking at you angrily.
And then she's going to, now that she knows where she is, she's gonna look back for like Cyrus.
Cyrus seems to be kind of walking towards you guys.
He like goes to, like, she like puffs up her cheeks.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not trying."
Cyrus kind of when he realizes like you're talking to him, he kind of like is taken aback a little bit, and then he says, I thought you wanted to do this yourself.
Not hungry?
Your hunt, your food. I can find something. Kind of quiets down.
No, you can't.
You hear a quiet groan from him.
I'm doing it for you.
He tilts his head at you. For me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, to cheer you up.
Thank you, Theo. The boar squeals. He is not. He gets up, Kimi, and he attacks you.
Okay.
He's just gonna ram at you. Like while you're talking, he's just gonna like ram into you. Does a 3 hit?
No.
I didn't think so. The board tries to ram you, but it ends up like tripping and just fall like it just trips and it like slides and ends up right in front of you.
She's just going to kind of like just, she's gonna try to like grab it and try to throw it to the floor.
You're gonna try to throw it to the floor.
Yes.
What?
Does it have like tusk or something?
Yeah, no, like, but it's like on the floor. Do you want to like toss it
okay,
onto its side?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to just give it to you because this guy's like really weak.
Mm-hmm.
Just you do that. You just drop it onto its side. It doesn't seem to struggle much more.
I want you to be back to normal.
When you say that, Cyrus kind of like flinches a little bit. How? What do you mean normal?
When you go hunting, you go like really excited. You're passionate. You're more into it. You're powerful. You look very scared right now. Like when you got captured.
He cowers a bit at that because, well, you're probably right. I know that I'm not me right now. I'm just. He quiets down again.
You don't have to be scared. Bad things happen. They always happen. And they will continue happening.
Okay. Okay. Izzy takes into consideration what you say. Thank you, Theo.
And good things happen too.
Are you going to help? Do you need help with the boar, or do you have it under control?
Oh, I already ate. She like licks her lips.
He smiles ever so slightly to you, and seems to be coming to this realization. And with that, I'm gonna say this is where the session ends.
Woohoo!
I love wholesome Theo. Wholesome Theo makes my soul happy. I'm not tense at the end of this session. It's a nice change.
Anyway, roll initiative.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Oh my God.
Anyway, we end with the session ending as the black veins start going up Yuna's arms. Just
Dun,
a tad
dun,
bit more.
dun.
She becomes a K-pop singer.
What?
She joins Baby Metal.
Nobody
Oh
knows
my
about
God.
She joins Baby Metal.
Get out of here.
that. It's her secret. No one knows.
Baby Metal pop star.
All right. I am not doing this.
Wow!
Why is he main ferret?
Hmm?
Why is he main ferret?
I
Why-
don't know.
Ferret.
Why is she in ferret, Chiru? Why do you put her to shoot? Why
You didn't put her in ferret. She went to ferret.
put her in ferret? This is discrimination to Hime.
How Hime, do you prefer ferrets or otters?
They're both cute and cuddly.
Then why'd you go to ferret over otter?
Ah,
But which one is superior?
because I was trying to be rebellious.
Ah,
Gotcha.
Teenage
Just
rebellion.
for,
Say no
just
more.
for a moment. I'm feeling
my-
things right now.
Oh my God, Malo.
you fucking. No worries. Take your time.
Of course, I need to.
Not slap a bitch.
Well, it depends on next session.
Oh.
Anyway, you girls tell me whenever you want to make the characters. I'm pretty much fully free at this point.
I'm
Damn
ready.
it.
What was that? I know Kimi said she's ready.
I forgot that I was supposed to do that last weekend.
It's
Or
fine.
like this past weekend.
No, it's all good. I got caught up with hanging out with the peeps. Some gay shit, you know.
Oh,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
I'm looking at lathes right now.
You're looking at lays?
Lathes, not lays.
Slaves?
Yeah, the thing that spins around and then you could like make some cool spinny shit. Cylinders.
I'm getting more and more confused. Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting to get one, and
I thought you said slaves.
yeah, no. Being up there in Reading, Rachel's dad has a lathe, and I
Had
bought
slaves?
it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man, dude.
Now I know where to go.
No, what?
Nani?
Wait. What end do you want to be on, Chiru?
Wait. Hold on, mister.
Are you going up there to be one?
No!
Or to
no!
have one?
Oh my gosh. God damn it.
Or but you know what? If I do remember, there was a certain thing that you did a little test on. It started with an S, followed by a W.
Being silenced. He's being silenced.
I'm done.
Oh, I was about to mute you.
Wait.
Wait, he's back.
No, he's not. Not if I have something to say about it. So what's it like to be back home, Kimi?
It's.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no one's really talked since it got really back, but I gotta like set everything back up again.
Oh, I was gonna type in. I hope you forget you muted me.
Oh, I never forget.
Aw, thank you.
Shut up. That's no compliment.
Aw.
Shut up!
It's good to know that you care.
RuneScape, my guy. Let's go.
Nah, dude. Late night Toontown?
Late night Toontown? Someone said Toontown? Excuse me?
Toontown? Wait, someone said Stowaway?
Someone said
I
Stowaway.
opened up my Steam and I had never closed the RuneScape that was in the background. So it had been on the title screen this whole time, and I was like, huh. And then when I opened Steam, it was like, I see you're playing, and I was like, God, I'm gonna look like an addict. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Oh, you don't
I mean,
look like one. I'm pretty
you are
sure we
one.
established that you are one.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Have a good night, my dude.
Thank you
Night,
for
Marsh.
playing. Good night.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
Night.
making my job really difficult.
What? What? Who are you talking to?
You know who I'm talking to.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Joking, I'm joking.
Hime, what did you do? What the
I'm
fuck?
confused.
I'm joking.
He's joking.
I'm fucking
I
terrified right
was
now.
just like, thanks for making my job really difficult in this session. So many plans foiled so easily. Because I don't know what my stuff does. I don't know what it does. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was beautiful and perfect, and I'm checking your hands every single night now.
All right, fellow human fellers.
Hey there,
Yeah,
fellas.
you have to make sure you have to every single time you introduce yourself to someone, you have to make sure that you say, "Yep, I'm human."
Hey, she asked, let it be known.
Too bad, Marsh.
But you're burn resistant, aren't you?
Her?
Yeah.
No, she can get burned.
No, but like, don't you have resistance to fire damage?
No, she has a resistance to poison and diseases.
Oh. I can't keep track of how many freaking resistances you all have. All I know is I have none.
No, the only one I think that has fire resistant, well, fire immunity is Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Well, and Theo.
Oh, come on. That one cannot be that hard to remember.
If I do remembers,
And I think
Theo's immune
Koshka
to
has
fire.
resistance.
Resistance because she's a. Because she's from the infernal plane, basically.
Quackins have immunity to lightning, being frightened, and paralyzed.
Holy fucking moly, you guys have so much stuff. I'm vulnerable to literally everything.
The guy that slept for an hour.
Hey,
That's a
hey.
choice. That is a choice.
How do you know I'm not taking exhaustion stacks? Because I don't trust literally anyone.
Wait, you trust Theo?
You're joking, right?
Okay, I don't trust Theo not because I think that she'd do something to hurt me, but because she's proven to be volatile enough to explode on contact.
It literally just unreliable. That's
Right,
about it.
like-
I mean, it's like
Not
once he gets it,
unreliable, unpredictable. There you go.
I mean, it's like once
Yeah.
he gets it under control, it's fine.
She looks like a 7-year-old. Do you know how little control 7-year-olds have?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's still in a. It's not as volatile as he was like a baby, but I mean, yeah, like sometimes she'll just wake up and explode.
All I know is that everyone wants my head on a pike.
Theo doesn't
At least
want your head
wanted
on
your
a
head on a
pike.
pike.
Except Theo. Theo doesn't want my head on a pike, but might end up making me a crispy person.
With
Unless he
extra
hurt
crispy.
Cyrus. And she knows that you hurt Cyrus, and then she's like, okay.
Oh, well, that means I'm fucked. Yuna's gonna be like, it was you! And then Theo's gonna blow up.
That's like
I'm just gonna be like, yup.
that's just
That's
like
my
Theo's like trigger.
Fish.
Like it was you, and then Theo just blows up on command.
Yeah, it says, yeah, Theo's not mad at Miriam because he doesn't know, because Theo's left out of the loop. So it's fine.
Dude, Miriam's left out of the loop. What do you mean?
She doesn't
It's
know
fine.
Ayena's mad. She doesn't know Ayena's sad. She doesn't know Ayena's anything. She doesn't know Ayena's hurt. She doesn't know why Cyrus is being a butt, but he seems sad that he attacked her. So she's like, okay, you need to stop thinking about that. Look towards the future, kick some butt, be strong.
Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to sleep for realsies.
That's the
Sure, dude,
Cyrus I
sure.
love.
Wait, before I forget. Chiu, did you look at the thingamabobber that I sent you?
I have yet to.
It was wall of text, so I
It was wall of
understand.
text.
I apologize.
Oh, I saw it and I read partway through, but I did not finish.
You got halfway through and we're like, oh, this is giving me a headache.
That's why you gotta format it, man.
It is formatted.
Oh my god.
I just don't know how to do bullet points in Discord, so I couldn't do that. Okay.
Alright, I
Well,
got it open.
night,
Thanks,
night.
man.
Nighty night. Thank y'all
Nighty
for
night.
playing. It was a blast.
Thanks for
Of
playing.
course,
too.
I like
No, it
making
wasn't.
difficult for you.
Theo didn't explode.
Not this time. It wasn't a blast.
Alright, catch you later.
Wait,
Bye, good night.
Yeah, because last time she exploded, she was 13. So, yeah, she's still.
A shot in the head.
I mean, last time she exploded, like, unprovoked.
You provoke me.
God, this session. Yeah. It was good cheer. Thank you.
And
Always leaves me with the feels.
I'm sorry.
That's a good thing. It
I
makes
know.
me feel.
I failed my mission of not making Mallow and tense and nervous.
At all times.
It's
At all
okay.
times.
I got you next time.
Sweet.
Yeah. Dish.
Hello?
You have permission to speak now.
Yes,
I-
you've had it
I-
actually.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt right in the middle of a conversation, you know?
I mean, one session's over. It's free game, right, Cheer?
And
Not true. Just be like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. You can't talk for another minute. Okay, now you're good.
Stop. Wait a minute.
Hammer time.
Yeah.
No, not goddamn it. Oh, you should have seen it, Ants. You should have seen it. Okay, so like in VR chat, they have like a TV in there that everyone can sit around and like watch. And I put links to a set of videos that were like a set of like a series, essentially a small series that we were watching. And we put a video and we told Dish, that's it. And he's like, no, it can't end there. Then we put it the second part, and then we were like, that's it. Just kidding. And then the third episode, the fourth episode, and then I was just like, wait, hold on, guys. There's like this fifth episode. It shows like it's like a trailer of the next one, and I put it, and it was Rickrolled, and I Rickrolled.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was
And
look
then-
great.
I'm
and
proud
then
of
Wait,
you.
does
And then my
Marsh
game crashed.
does Marsh have VR? Not Marsh, sorry. Does Cloyd have VR?
Chloe does not.
Yeah, I could
but he could.
I could
Yeah.
open up my Oculus right
Yeah.
now.
You're
Yeah.
gonna. Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Get it. Get
Yeah, I already have it. I downloaded it earlier today onto the Oculus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, could we do hangouts there sometimes now?
Okay. Yeah,
We
sure.
want you to be a part of it, Ants.
Man, this thing is fucking weird looking.
Woohoo.
Where'd that little smudge come from? I need to get a case for my case. Gotta protect it.
Wait.
I can't wait to be back home, because then I could play Phasmo on VR mode. I could play Subnautica VR mode. There's so many
Well, that
things I
one-
can do. VR mode.
That Subnautica one is gonna be an interesting one.
Oh hell yeah, dude! It's gonna be fun. I played it, but I never played it that way, and I'm just kind of like, because everything, according to Rachel, apparently everything just feels right. Apparently the peepers are fucking huge.
Oh no.
Yeah. Apparently everything is bigger than we think it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I need to see a Reaper Leviathan, dude.
Oh no.
Or a Ghost Leviathan, that'd be fucking tight.
I've never played the game, but I used to watch Markiplier play it a long time ago, and then I kind of got bored because I don't know. I think it was updated and it messed this game up a couple times or something. He played it like once in a while, and it like it took so long. I was just kind of like, whatever. It was interesting when I was watching it though, but I do know what you're talking about.
Scary. I know play.
You don't like the deep sea scaries?
I do not like the deep sea when it gets dark.
Oh, what the fuck? Phaedra's in here.
Are you
I
playing?
need you to look at my team and tell me how any of this fucking makes sense.
Oh shit!
So we get free donut.
Oh shit!
we get a free
dude.
donut game? Hell yeah.
So were you first pick or last pick?
I first picked.